Time for some serious matter. I want to invite the first of the 7 kings and queens. It is going to be a queen today. It is Aukje from Covestro. Well, remember what I said, how I am actually very proud and happy to see that the mother company of this old DSM does take high responsibility. And what we do see is that most companies that DSM found another home for have not only stayed here but have even grown. Fantastic example, Aukje, you are heading one of those parts. We are very proud and happy to have you here. You're not an unfamiliar face in this place, of course, but I think you're going to make yourself even more familiar than you used to be. Please have a word. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. And I want to talk to you today about how Covestro coatings make the world a brighter place. But before I talk about our coatings and how we make the world a brighter place, I'd like to first introduce you to Covestro. Some of you might know this, others might not, but Covestro was the spin-off of the Bayer Material Science Group about 7 years ago. It's now an independent company, stock listed. It has its headquarters just across the border in Leverkusen, over 20,000 employees worldwide. If we then fast forward to about 1.5 years ago, Covestro acquired the former DSM resins and functional materials business. And with that acquisition, Covestro significantly grew its presence in the coatings, resins, adhesives industries, but also significantly grew its presence in the Netherlands. We grew from around 20 to 800 people in the Netherlands, and it was the first time Covestro was present here in Geleen. We have in Geleen around 100 employees. We have people in building 25 and 52 of our solar team. And the rest of us were spread out over the site until January 1st, because we became the proud tenants of building 300. Covestro's mission and what we stand for is to make the world a brighter place. And we do that with our materials, our innovation, our technology, but also by setting ambitious goals. To become fully climate neutral by 2035, to become fully circular. And we do that with our materials. And I already said we in the Netherlands, the big part of the business is focused on coatings. So I have for you today 4 examples of coatings and how these coatings make the world a brighter place. And to make this a bit interactive, the first example I have with me, I'm actually wearing. So this is something for you to shout out. Which of our coating products do you think I'm wearing? And I'm looking to mainly the women in the audience. Maybe OPI or C&D. I see nails. Yes, I'm wearing a nail polish made with our materials. So for those of you who know the nail polish that you put on and you put your fingers under the light, it cures and it stays on for 3 weeks. It has our UV resins in it. So I think with all the bright nails around here, we make the world a brighter place. Now a bit more serious example, and you see that here, and I have the expert actually in the audience. You see that I brought a solar panel with me, and one of the products that we actually produce here in Geleen is anti-reflective coating. If you apply that onto a solar panel, less light will be reflective, so more light goes through, and you increase the efficiency of a solar panel. And nowadays we develop them also into coatings that are anti-soiling, so the dirt won't stick on. And with that, we increase the efficiency of solar panels. So we do not only as a company want to become climate neutral, we're also trying to help the world to increase the output of renewable energy and thus become climate neutral. Then the third example I brought with me here today is actually this plastic pouch. And those of you, and I think a lot of people here in Geleen work in the 4D plastics industry, the packaging industry, we all know that recycling is an issue. To become fully circular, you like to recycle, but a lot of the plastic packaging is consisting of multi-layer material, which makes it hard to recycle. Well, then there are smart companies like another company here on site that developed polyethylene mono-material pouches, but they were very, very hard to process because of the low heat resistancy. And then Covestro comes into play, and that is what we like to do with other players in the industry to together develop solutions for those type of problems. And we developed a heat-resistant coating, making it possible to, at a high speed, still produce these pouches, what was not possible without the coating, and thus making this mono-layer polyethylene bag a really good alternative for multi-layer material, and thus helping the world to become fully circular. And then my last example is something that we, for a big part, the innovation is done here in Geleen. And I'm very proud of that example because it's an example that connects over 6 billion people every single day. And it's very small. It's actually the coating used for optical fibers. So we produce a coating that our customers apply onto a very thin glass fiber, and then you have an optical fiber, and a lot of these fibers together makes an internet cable. We were there from the start of this industry over 40 years ago, and we have a quite large market share. So doing some math and calculating the numbers, I dare to say we connect over 6 billion people every single day with our products. And that makes me very proud to work for a company that wants to make the world a brighter place, and doing that with our materials, our innovation, and our technology, and we'll do that for the years to come, partly also here from Geleen. Thank you.